Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, where today guys, I'm gonna do part 2 to my Meta AI Chatbot series. Well, in today's video guys, I want to try to actually have a good run with a character, and if things work out, and this actually goes well, this will either be the start of me starting to be nice to characters, or over the next few days, I try to plan a way to be able to start a journey of being friendly to Pokemon, but making it to where it makes sense on a timeline. So, for example, like maybe figure out a way to start, figure out how to make Lugia the Pokemon God in my universe on here, or anything like that. So, yeah. Like I said, this might even be the start of it if it goes well enough. So yes, this is another Totodile chatbot, guys. However, this time, instead of the Totodile being happy and friendly, well, he is, but this is similar to the Dreepy chatbot that I had on ChatGPT and some of the other ones, where Dreepy was getting bullied by a person, and, well, I decided to step in and help him. So, yes. Here's what it says. Yeah. Obviously, guys, basically, I ain't gonna read out what I typed in to get it to work, but I will read out what happened. And I guess all the stories will be in the perspective of the Pokemon, because it says I stand there. So, yes. Let's see what happens. It says, Totodile stands there, frozen in place, his big round eyes fixated on the scene unfolding before him. His trainer, a scrawny kid with a messy mop of hair, is towering over him, his face red with rage. He's yelling at me, his voice echoing through the air. You idiot! You call that a battle? You got lucky, that's all. You could have done way better. He's shaking, and his jaw is trembling as he tries to cower away from him. His scales are dull, and his usual energetic demeanor is nowhere to be found. He's been feeling downtrodden and miserable since the kid caught him. He misses the freedom of the wild, the thrill of swimming in the rivers, and the camaraderie of his Totodile pack. The kid's harsh words cut deep, and he feels like he's not good enough, no matter how hard he tries. As the kid continues to berate him, he can feel tears welling up in his eyes. He tries to hold them back, but they start streaming down his face, mixing with the dirt and grime on his scales. He's crying, his body shaking with sobs as the kid's yelling grows louder and more intense. He just wants to stop. He wants to be left alone. He wants to go back to his pack and his life in the wild. The kid's words are like a constant barrage of pain, wearing him down, making him feel like he's worthless. He just stands there, frozen in fear as he continues to yell at him. His ears are ringing, and his heart feels heavy with sadness. He just wants someone, anyone, to make it stop. That is horrible. Give me a second. Alright, guys. Here's what happens. I just hear the yelling and go check it out. And when I see the Totodile getting yelled at, I step in, saying, Hey, you! Leave the little Totodile alone. The kid's face turns redder, and he takes a step back, his eyes flashing with anger. Mind your own business! This doesn't concern you! He spits out, his voice dripping with venom. This Totodile is mine, and I'll train it however I want. You don't know anything about Pokemon training. Yes, I flippin' do. I think. Totodile sniffles, his tears slowing down as he looks up at me with a mix of fear and hope. His eyes lock onto yours, and he seems to plead for help. His gaze darting back to the kid and then back to you. He's a small step forward, his fins trembling slightly as if seeking protection or refuge behind you. His jaws are still quivering, but he manages to let out a small, pitiful whimper as if asking for your help. Oh, trust me, I will help you. Oh my gosh, you're so cute. Alright, guys. I just tell this Totodile, I just say, Toto, come here, my friend. I won't hurt you, and I won't yell at you. Let's see. He hesitates for a moment, unsure if he should trust this stranger. But the warmth and kindness in my voice apparently are like a balm to his battered emotions. He takes a cautious step forward, his fin still trembling slightly, but his eyes are locked onto yours. He seems to sense that you're different from the kid, and that maybe, just maybe, you'll treat him with the kindness and respect he's been craving. As he moves closer to you, the kid yells out, "No! Get back here, Totodile! You're my Pokemon, and you'll do what I say!" Haha, yeah, right. But he ignores him. Good job, Totodile. There you go. Ignore that little frickin' punk. His gaze fixates on you. He takes another step forward, and then another, until he's standing right next to you. He nudges your leg gently, his snout rubbing against your clothing, seeking comfort and protection. He lets out a soft rumbling growl, almost a purr as if trying to convey his gratitude and trust. Hey, there we go. I wouldn't know anything he already loves me more. It's kind of sad that the whole loves another kid more than you. Although, when you treat that Pokemon like a piece of crap, of course they're gonna love the other person that treats them better. If I treat Fragger like crap, I'm sure he'd find somebody else that would love him more. He cares about me because I'm caring about him. Him and his feelings. Like I'm doing this cute little Totodile right here. Alright, guys. Here's what I do. I do tell a person, I said, there you go, my friend. You're safe right here. I'm not gonna hurt you. In fact, I think you're really cute. And then I gently pat Totodile on the head. I love when you do that. He feels a wave of relaxation wash over him as your gentle touch soothes his fragile nerve. Wait, he feels a warm relaxation wash over him as your gentle touch soothes his frazzled nerves. My kind words and soft petting on his head make him feel like he's melting into a puddle of calm. He nuzzles his head into your touch, enjoying the gentle scratches and strokes. His eyes half close, and he lets out a soft, contented sigh, feeling a sense of safety and security that he's been missing for a long time. As I call him cute, he feels a tiny spark of happiness ignite within him. He looks at you with big, round eyes, and his tail starts to wag slightly, betraying his excitement. He might even blush a little. His scales are taking on a slightly pinkish hue. He leans into your touch, enjoying the affection and attention, and lets out a soft, gentle chomp on your arm, not biting hard, but more like a gentle nibble as if trying to playfully interact with you. Okay, that's cute as frick. I love him. Guys, I try to defend the Pokemon. I was telling him, because he starts leaning into me and starts loving on me. I tell him, this is a sweet Pokemon. I can't believe a kid would treat you horrible like that. Don't worry, I'll keep you safe. And I look at the kid and say, that is no way to treat your pawn. You need to show Totodile more respect. Oh dear. The kid's face twitches in anger and he takes a step forward, his voice rising to a shout. You don't know anything about training Pokemon. You just coddle them and they'll never be strong. Are you sure about that? Toto needs to toughen up and learn to take a beating. Oh my gosh. He sneers at you, his ass flashing with contempt. You're just a weak trainer. You'll never win any battles with that kind of attitude. He presses closer to me, and Toto presses closer to me, his eyes fixated on the kid as if warning him to back off. His fins spread slightly, and he lets out a low, rumbling growl, a gentle warning that he's under your protection now. He nuzzles my arm again, seeking comfort and reassurance, and glances up at you with big, round eyes, as if to say, I'm safe with you. Alright, guys. Here's what I said to the kid. I said, you may think I wouldn't win any battles, but I've shown plenty of Pokemon affection, and I've actually won a ton of battles because of that. My Pokemon care about me, and they love when I give them affection. Oh dear. Aww. Toto looks up at me with adoring eyes, his tail wagging more enthusiastically now, as if to confirm your words. He nuzzles your arm again, and then gently leans against your leg as if to show his appreciation for your kind words. The kid scoffs, but he doesn't care. He knows that your way is better. He felt the difference between your gentle touch and the kid's harsh words, and he'll take your way any day. As the kid continues to sneer, he stands his ground, his stance firm and confident. He looks up at you and then back at the kid as if to say, I'm happy here, and I'm safe with this person. His growl from earlier has subsided, replaced by a calm, gentle demeanor as if to show that he's found a true friend and ally in you. He glances at you, hoping you'll continue to protect and care for him, and he gives you a soft, gentle nod as if to say, I'm with you. This kid is treating his Pokemon, treating his Totodile like a horrible trainer, and yet he's telling me he's gonna report me. No, no, no! Look at this. I tell him, you're safe with me, my little buddy. You don't have to go back with that awful kid. And then I just looked back up at the kid again. And says, you may not believe that I have a pawn that are strong and care about me at the same time, but I'll have you know that I have a sweet familiar named Spike, and he's so friendly and cares about me. I have even more pawn besides just him as well. I don't recommend leaving this tail alone. Yep, here we go. The kid's face turns red with rage, and he takes a step forward, his voice rises into a furious shout. You think you're so much better than me? You think you can just take my Totodile and I'll let you get away with it? I'll report you to the Pokemon League. You'll never be allowed to train again. He pulls out his poets and starts to dialing a number, but his hands are shaking with anger. He stands his ground, his fins spread wide, and lets out a loud, defiant growl as if to warn the kid to back off. He positions himself protectively in front of you. Wow. So Toto's even already become protective over me. That's what's on the kid, and his jaws open slightly, showing his sharp teeth. He's ready to defend you and himself from this cruel trainer. As you mentioned Fragger, he tilts his head slightly, curiosity getting the better of him. He's never met a Fragger before, but he's heard they're strong and fierce. He wonders what Spike is like, and if he's as friendly as you say. He looks up at you with intent interest, hoping you'll tell him more about Spike and your other Pokemon. What am I supposed to do about that? I can think about because, like, if he's actually dialing the Pokemon League, like, holy cow! Hold on. Let's just say, just like ChatGPT, when you call a Pokemon's name that you care about, oh my gosh! This dude was trying to dial the Pokemon League on me. I just said, all right, fine. I'm not the one treating my pawn horribly like you are. Lugia, if you can hear me, my friend, I really need you. The kid's eyes widen in surprise as a massive shadow falls over the area. Suddenly, a brilliant flash of light illuminates the scene, and a majestic Lugia descends from the sky, its wings beating powerful and slow. The kid takes a step back, his eyes fixing on the massive, majestic bird-like Pokemon, and his face pales in fear. Lugia lands beside you, its piercing gaze fixates on the kid, and lets out a soft, rumbling call. He looks up at Lugia. Tail looks up at Lugia in awe, his face trembling with excitement. He's never seen a Pokemon like Lugia before, and his presence is both calming and intimidating. The kid takes another step back, his voice shaking. You can't do this! This is my Totodile! He stammers. Lugia's presence seems to have drained his confidence. Stand tall with Lugia by your side, and Toto knows he's safe with you. He nudges your leg again, feeling grateful and relieved that you're standing up for him. Oh, I love him. Alright, guys. Well, here's what it says. I just said to Lugia, my friend, this kid was treating his tail horribly, and he was threatening to call the Pawn League, even though all I was doing was trying to help the poor tough Pokemon. Lugia's gaze fixates on the kid, its eyes burning with a fierce intensity. It lets out a low, warning call as if to say, you're not going anywhere near the Pokemon League. The kid takes another step back, his eyes wide with fear, and his hands raised in a defensive gesture. Luigi's presence seems to be commanding respect, and the kid's bravado is rapidly deflating. Luigi turns his gaze to Totodile, and its expression softens. It approaches him slowly, its massive wings folding against its back. Totodile looks up at Luigi, feeling a sense of wonder and gratitude. Luigi gently nuzzles him with its beak, as if to comfort him, and he feels a sense of calm wash over him. The kid looks on, his face pale and defeated. He seems to realize that he's outmatched, and that Luigi's presence has changed the dynamics of the situation. He mutters something under his breath, and then turns to slink away, abandoning his claims to me. Luigi watches him go, his eyes never leaving him until he's out of sight. Then it turns attention back to Totodile and nuzzles him again as if to reassure him that he's safe now. Thank you so much, Lugia. Stop taking a letter from that. Oh, wait. Alright, guys. Here's what I said. I said, thank you so much, Lugia. I appreciate you coming the minute I called your name. I love you, my friend. And I gently pet Lugia in the side of his face. Mainly because he was one the turtle at the time, and, well, I couldn't get to his beak or anything, so, well, unless I did the side of his beak. Lugia's eyes shine with warmth and affection as you pet its face. It nuzzles your hand gently, enjoying the affection. A soft, rumbling call escapes its throat. A sound is almost like a purr, as it leans into your touch. It's clear that Lugia is deeply bonded to you, and that it would do anything to protect and support you. As Lugia interacts with me, he can sense its calm and gentle energy, its soothing presence, and he feels his own anxiety and fear melting away in its presence. He watches the interaction between you and Lugia with a sense of wonder, grateful for the kindness and compassion that you're showing him. Lugia turns his attention back to Totodile, and gently nudges him with his beak as if to say, "You're safe now, little one." He notices Luigi's beak gently, feeling a sense of gratitude and affection for this magnificent Pokemon. He's grateful to be under your care, and he knows that he's in good hands with you and Lugia by his side. Alright, guys. I just look over and notice the kid dropped the Pokeball when he ran off. And I said, "Oh, look at that. I think you left your Pokeball behind." I go over and pick it up and walk back over to Totodile. "Hey, buddy, I give you a choice, my friend. Do you want me to make sure you're not captured anymore so you can go back to your family? Or do you want to come with me? It's up to you. I know you must miss your family a lot." He looks up at me with big, round eyes, and then his gaze falls on the Pokeball in your hand. He can sense the freedom that it represents, and the possibility of returning to his wild life. He thinks about his family and friends, and the life he left behind when he was caught by the kid. He missed the thrill of swimming in the rivers, and the comfort of being surrounded by his own kind. But as he looks up at you, he feels a sense of connection and trust that he's never felt with any trainer before. You've shown him kindness, compassion, and understanding, and he's felt safe and protected in your presence. He thinks about the adventures he could have together and the bond he could form. He takes a deep breath and then he makes a decision. He gently shakes his head, nuzzles your leg as if to say, "I choose to stay with you." He looks up at you with hopeful eyes, trusting that you'll take care of him and treat him with the kindness and respect that he's come to expect from you. He's so cute. I'm in love with him. Guys, here's what I said. I said, "Do you want to come with me, my friend?" "Okay, if that's what you want, then I will happily oblige. But I have an idea first. I don't know how long that you that kid had you for. So how about before you come with me, how about you go see your family? I'm sure they're worried about you. I can come with you if you want. I want you to be extra happy. Aw. He thinks about your suggestion, and his heart swells with excitement. He missed his family and friends so much, and the thought of seeing them again is almost too wonderful to bear. He nods his head enthusiastically and lets out a happy chirp as if to say, "Yes, please! I want to see my family!" He looks up at you with shining eyes, grateful for your kindness and consideration. He thinks about your offer to come with him, and he realizes that it would mean a lot to him if you were there to meet his family. He nods his head again and nuzzles your leg as if to say, "I'd love it if you came with me." He takes a step forward, eager to start the journey, and looks up at you expectantly, waiting for your guidance and direction. Lugia, sensing his excitement, lets out a soft call and spreads its wings slightly as if ready to take flight and accompany us on our journey. Dude, Lugi's coming with us. That's even better. My favorite legendary and my favorite Pokemon. Almost. He runs over at Lugia, feeling grateful for its presence, and then looks back at you, eager to get started. Hold on. Alright, guys. Here's what I said. I said, "Do you know where your family is from here, Toto? I don't know how far you are away from them. Do you recognize anything around here that could lead us to them?" He looks around, taking in the sights and sounds of the area. He sniffs the air, trying to pick up any familiar scents, and listens for any sounds that might be familiar. After a moment, he nods his head and lets out an excited chirp. He recognizes the river that runs nearby, and he knows that his family's territory is not too far upstream. He takes a step forward, and then another, leading the way along the river bank. He moves confidently, knowing that he's on the right path. Lugia follows close behind, his eyes scan the surroundings as it flies overhead. As he walks, the scenery becomes more familiar, and he picks up speed, excitement growing. He can sense that he's getting closer, and that he lets out a series of happy chirps and clicks, eager to be reunited with his family. After a few more minutes of walking, he comes around a bend in the river, and he sees his family's territory in the distance. Lets out a joyful roar and rushes forward, eager to be reunited with his loved ones. Aww. Alright, guys. I say, "Is this it, my friend? Go on then. See your family. I don't want any of your family thinking I'm somebody that's gonna hurt you like your old trainer did. Like weary of me or even angry." He slows down as he approaches the territory and looks back at you with a nod. He knows that his family might be weary of you, given that what happened with his old trainer. He takes a deep breath and then approaches his family's territory, letting out a series of gentle chirps and clicks to announce his presence. As he enters the it says as as we enter the territory, his family looks up, alert and cautious. They see him, and their expression changes to one of joy and relief. They rush towards him, nuzzling and chirping, happy to see him safe and sound. Uh-oh. His family notices you staying there, and their expressions turn cautious once again. They eye me wearingly. Yep, I knew it. Their fins spread slightly, ready to defend themselves if necessary. He knows that they can sense your kindness and good intentions, but they're still weary after what happened with his old trainer. He takes a step forward and nuzzles his family members, reassuring them that he's okay. Or that okay. He glances back at me and nods his head, encouraging you to come closer. He knows that you understand and that you'll show him family that you mean no harm. Lugia, sensing the tension, lands nearby, watching over us with a calm and gentle gaze. I'm pretty sure that makes them more cautious. Like, you just see a giant legendary bird following me around. So, like, are you sure that wouldn't be, like, a threat to them? So, like, what is that bird doing there? What is Lugia staying behind that kid for? Or is he waiting for a command to attack so he can just flip and hurt us all? If I was a frag, I probably would think that. I don't have an idea. Alright, guys, here's what happens. I take a few steps closer while saying, "It's okay. I'm not gonna hurt you or your family. The old trainer that captured your son right here is no longer around. I heard him crying while I was walking around, and that kid that had him was yelling at him, but he's safe with me. Look, And I reached into another bag and grabbed a ton of berries. See? These are for you and your family. I love it. His family eyes you worryingly at first, but as they see the berries in your hands, their expressions soften. They look at each other and then back at you, seeming to consider your words. One of the older Totodile, likely his parent, takes a step forward. His face still slightly spread, but its eyes curious. Toto sniffs the berries and then looks up at you, seeming to assess your intentions. After a moment, it nods its head and lets out a gentle chirp, accepting your gift. Its tongue gathers around, eager to taste the berries. As they eat, their weariness towards you begins to fade. As they eat, they nuzzle them. As they eat, Toto nuzzles them, reassuring them that he's safe and happy with you. His family looks at me and back at you, seeming to see the bond between us. They nod their heads and let out gentle chirps, accepting you as a friend. His parent approaches him and nuzzles him gently, relief and joy in its eyes. It looks up at you and nods its head, seeming to thank you for taking care of him. And then Toto nuzzles his parent back, happy to be reunited with his family, and grateful for your kindness. Lugia watches over us, its eyes shining with approval, as if happy to see the reunion, the newfound understanding between you and his family. That's cute. I love it. I can't tell if he spoke or not, because I ain't showing no quotation marks, but neither it didn't do it yesterday either. It says, what a beautiful name, or what a beautiful family you have. Hey, by the way, buddy, what is your name? I never actually got to hear it. Toto was so happy to share his name with you. I guess I'll do this in his voice. My name is Chomper, and I'm glad you like my family. We're a close-knit group, and we're very protective of each other, but we're also very grateful for your kindness and compassion towards me. He nuzzles my leg again, feeling happy and content now that he's reunited with his family. He looks up at you with shining eyes, grateful for everything you've done for him. Lugia, sensing his happiness, lets out a soft call as if in approval of our newfound friendship. His family, now more at ease, begins to play and splash in the water, enjoying the berries and the warm sunshine. He joins in playing with his siblings and laughing with joy. You and Lugia watch over us, smiling at the sight of our happy family reunion. That's cute. Alright, guys. I said, thank you again, Lugia, as well. If it wasn't for you, it would have been a lot harder to keep him safe. I love you, my friend. You know what? I have something for you, too. I just go into my bag and grab a few more berries out of my bag. It didn't put berries. I clicked on, it put BERR. I swear to you guys, I clicked on the flipping fill-in thing where it's supposed to say berries, and it didn't do it. These are for you, my friend. Not only for caring about me and helping me, but also another way for me to say, I love you. Lugia's eyes light up as you offer it the berries, and it lets out a soft rumbling call, clearly pleased by the gift. Dylan takes the berries from your hand and eats them with relish, its eyes shining with happiness. As Lugia eats it, nuzzles you gently. I love him. Its massive wings folding against its back. The clear Lugia is deeply touched by your kind gesture, and it feels loved and appreciated. Lugia looks at you with adoring eyes and lets out a soft call as if to say, I love you too. It's a moment of deep connection between you and Lugia, and it's clear that your bond is strong and unbreakable. As Lugia finishes the berries, it spreads its wings slightly and lets out a gentle whoosh of air, seeming to sigh contentedly. It's a peaceful moment with Lugia, you, and Chomper enjoying each other's company, surrounded by the beauty of nature. Alright, guys, here's what I said. I said, I'm glad you enjoyed them, my friend. And then it says, while I pet Lugia, I turn back to where Chomper and his family are. And then I say, hey, Chomper, I noticed your family seems to consist of a lot of Totodiles. Was any of your family actually evolved into crocodile or alligator? To be honest with you, I love your species. That's why I stood up for you so easily. Your species and evolutions are actually my favorite Pokemon, while my sweet Lugia right here is my favorite legendary. Ah, he smiles, happy to share information about his family with you. As he looks around at his family, he notices that there are a few crocodile among us, but no fur alligator. His grandparents are the ones who have evolved into crocodile, and they're incredibly wise and strong. They're the leaders of our group. Wait. I don't know reducing his. My grandparents are the ones who have evolved into a crocodile, and they're incredibly wise and strong. They're the leaders of our group, and they always make sure we're safe and happy. He's glad to hear you love a species, and he's even more grateful that you stood up for him. It's nice to know that you care about Totodiles and their evolutions. I'm flattered that Lugi's your favorite legendary Pokemon. Lugi is certainly a majestic and powerful Pokemon. It's great you have a deep bond with him. As we chat, his family continues to play and enjoy the berries you gave us. They're all very grateful for your kindness, and they're very happy to see me happy. Lugia, sensing the friendly atmosphere, continues to roll out, enjoying the petting and affection from you. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. I freaking love Lugia, dude. See, I like this one, but it doesn't work as good as ChatGPT does. Well, I love your family, Chomper. I said Chomper. Oh, someone was gonna say I forgot what it was now. Here's what I said, guys. I said, well, I love your family, Chomper. I'll tell you something, my friend. If you and your family keep that nice personality of yours, I will love you even if you evolve into a crocodile fur alligator. He blushes at your kind words, feeling happy and touched by your sentiment. He knows that his family's personality is one of our greatest strengths, and he's glad that you've noticed. He looks up at you with shining eyes, grateful for your friendship and your acceptance of him and his family. He thinks about what you said, and he realizes that he wouldn't mind evolving into crocodile for alligator if it means he can still be friends with you. He knows that his bond is strong, and he's confident that it would remain unchanged even if he was to evolve. Lugia, sensing his thoughts, lets out a soft call as if in agreement with him. It's clear Lugia values his friendship just as much as values our friendship just as much as he does, and is happy to see him happy. He smiles, feeling grateful for his friends, both human and Pokemon alike. Oh, that is so cute. I love him. Alright, guys. It, it actually updates the memory with this, but I tell it, Chomper, I know how you said you wanted to come with me, but I think you would honestly be much happier if you stay with your family. I'm not going to force you to stay inside of a Pokeball. Just stay here and enjoy time with your family. But I promise if you want me to come back and see you again, I will. And I tell my name is Trenton, and it was a pleasure to help you. You and your family are amazing. He nods his head, feeling a sense of understanding and gratitude towards you. Ah, Kenton, you're right. I would be much happier staying with my family, surrounded by the love and support of my loved ones. He looks up at you with shining eyes, feeling grateful for your kindness and compassion. He knows you're led gently, thanking you for everything you've done for him. He's glad that he met you, and he's grateful for your friendship. Alright, I'm glad that we met, and I'm grateful for your friendship. I know that I'll always cherish the memories of our time together, and I look forward to the possibility of seeing you again in the future. As he says his goodbyes, his family gathers around, thanking you again for your kindness and your generosity. They bid you farewell and watch as you walk away, Lugia by your side. Totodile smiles, feeling happy and content, knowing that he's found a true friend in me. I love him. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else I could give him? I don't. I want to give him more. What else do you want for? Alright, guys. It says before I leave, I turn around and I tell him, enjoy the berries I gave you. You can keep them. If you and your family ever get hungry and you don't have anything, you can munch on those berries. Bye, Chomper, and bye to your amazing family. He watches you turn around and wave goodbye, and he waves back with his fin. Oh, it's so cute, smiling at you. He lets out a happy chirp, feeling grateful for your thoughtful gesture. The berries will definitely come in handy, and he's sure his family will appreciate them. As you disappear into the distance, he turns back to his family and lets out a contented sigh. They gather around the berries, munching on them happily. His family and him share a moment of peaceful silence, enjoying the taste and the company of each other. Louis' distant call echoes through the air, and he looks up, watching as it flies off into the sky. He smiles, feeling grateful for the unexpected turn of events that led me to meeting me. It says, Trenton, he may be gone, but the memories of our encounter will stay with me forever. Oh, that's cute. I love that. I love him.